Head northwest on Trafalgar Road toward Knutsford Boulevard. Continue on Trafalgar Road for 800 meters. You are on the fastest route despite heavier than usual traffic. You should reach your destination by 4:41 p.m.
Welcome back, loves, and it's Friday, and it's also the 10-year anniversary of that song. You remember that song, Friday? It came out back in 2011 by Rebecca Black. You remember that song? Man. It's Friday. I'm not even going to try to sing it because honestly, the minute you hear that song, it just gets stuck in your head.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I seriously do not know what you're talking about.
You missed a cultural moment. 7 a.m., waking up in the morning, gotta get dressed, gotta go downstairs.
Oh, those are the lyrics?
Oh, those
Gotta
are
have
the
my
lyrics.
bowl, gotta have cereal, time is going, ticking on and on. Everybody, no?
No, I literally.
That doesn't ring a bell?
No, you know what's funny? When you just said at 7 a.m., just waking up in the morning, because the show comes out at 7 a.m., I thought you were
Oh no,
Just
this
talking?
this just talking, cat.
no,
That's exactly what the song is. It's this 13-year-old girl just basically describing her day, and she's just very excited that it's Friday, and she keeps repeating, "It's Friday."
So clearly this blew up.
Oh, it blew
Oh,
up.
yeah,
It was like that YouTube hit, you know, back in the day
Oh,
where
man.
I think there was more concentration on YouTube. 2011, there was a moment where, you know, things like Adele and Beat was popular. This was the moment, the year where Beyonce was announcing her pregnancy. Remember that?
I remember that stuff. I don't remember
the song.
That's a bomb, so make sure you go tap in, listen to that during our music break. You'll enjoy it.
Well,
You enjoy it, not for the artistry, but you enjoy it.
for the laugh.
For the
So it's an earworm.
It's
It gets stuck in
definitely
your
an
head.
earworm. Oh, yes. So be weary. I bring it up because it's the 10th anniversary of the song, but also Rebecca Black dropped a remix of that song with Big Freedia
No
in
way.
303.
She
Yes.
dropped a remix to that 10 years later?
Yeah,
Oh my
I guess,
goodness.
you know, it's still hot. I listened to it. I think I liked it just because of the nostalgic, you know, value that it has. It made me remember, you know, when the original song came out. But I'm really, you know, it's not something I'm gonna have in my rotation. I'll leave it at that.
I'll say I am absolutely shocked to see Big Freedia on that record with her. And X, just to tell you why I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Big Freedia and Rebecca Black are quite possibly the antithesis of one another. Like musically, like it's not even like
Yeah.
just everything will make sense when you hear Rebecca Black's song. Salute to her though, she was young when she made
There's 5-minute congestion on Hope Road in 500 meters. You are still on the fastest route. In 300 meters, turn right onto Winchester Road. Take the next right onto Winchester Road. In 150 meters, turn right onto Strathairn Avenue. Take the next right onto Strathairn Avenue, then turn left onto Cecilio Avenue. In 300 meters, turn left onto Halfway Tree Road. Take the next left onto Halfway Tree Road, then turn right. Take the next right toward Balmoral Avenue, then turn right onto Balmoral Avenue.
For a long time, I thought that the best thing to do was just, okay, I'm going to run as far away from this thing as I can and not mention it. And maybe if I don't talk about it, people will forget. But nobody forgets. The farther you try to run away from something, the faster it's going to just catch you. When I was 13, I made this song called Friday. I don't even know if I knew what to expect.
Friday hit 167 million views on YouTube.
I didn't think that that was going to be the thing that started everything. Nobody wants to feel like the entire world is laughing at them.
Then I take my life just kidding, I'm a bird. Which one is my right hand? Which one is my left hand?
It's Saturday, yesterday was Friday. Did you cry at all for all of this? Or are you just strong? I think I was just so much more sad than I wanted to admit that was what had happened. I'm gonna give myself an opportunity to write my own story now. Let's go.
Started last week. You guys got here and it's fucking sick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really, really cool.
Yeah.
singer-songwriter, actress. I've been actually really wanting to write something that's like fun and like a bop. I started performing when I was 3 years old. I think my parents were really just trying to find something for me to do, and it turned into something.
Take the next right onto Balmoral Avenue, then turn right onto Skibo Avenue.
Performance groups and singing and music, and I just never stopped. A friend of mine had done this song and music video whole thing, and she gave me the info. I mean, the concept was kind of came up with by them. I basically just went in and recorded my vocals, and then they did what they wanted with them. And same thing with the video. To me, it was like, oh, this is something to do over winter break, and like, you know, I'm lucky enough to be able to do it with my parents supporting me, and basically they gave me a song called Friday without me really hearing anything. It went online. Everybody in the video, all the kids, are people that were friends of mine at school. I rounded up 10 or 15 of them, and I mean, it was truly filmed at my dad's house in like the driveway, so I didn't see a single version of the video before it went out. I was super critical of myself. I just remember the first thing that I saw was like this huge zit on my face, and I just remember thinking like, okay, so that's what I look like on camera. Interesting. Don't know how I feel about that. I had no expectations for what the video was going to do. The most that I expected was that like it'll go out, and then my grandma will maybe see it, and then I'll move on with my life. And then about a month after...
Take the next right onto Skibo Avenue, then turn right onto Cargill Avenue.
Getting like an email. Somebody had commented, hey, I just saw this on Tosh.0. The song sucks, but you're going to be big, or it's going to be big, or something like that. I just remember I like sprinted home and got on my computer immediately to see what the hell was happening. I see the views on this video. There's this huge spike in them, and then obviously you see views, you keep scrolling and you look at the comments. When I saw the comments on the video was immediately when I knew what was happening. And as soon as I saw those comments was when I knew what kind of attention the video was getting, which wasn't necessarily at all good. Nobody wants to feel like the entire world is laughing at them, no matter what age you're at. I think I was just so much more sad than I wanted.
In 400 meters, turn right onto Maxfield Avenue. You are in 8-minute congestion.
After it was blasted as the worst song ever.
Pretty immediately, all different kinds of media outlets were like, I mean, the only thing that they could do was really email my mom. It's like feeling like this naive little girl in a world of adults that fully knew what they're doing. Me trying to navigate that with no experience as to how that goes, I was just so malleable.
I cried, you know, but I'm 13.
At the same time, there were so many cool, legitimately awesome things that were happening that totally helped the entire experience. Being able to work with people who are my idols still. I was in the Katy Perry music video for last Friday night, which was one of the most fun experiences of my life.
Your Choice Action Movie.
I got to be a part of the Teen Choice Awards and go to places like the Grammys. When something so extreme happens at such a young age, the first thing you try to make sense of it. And I've always been
Well, the choice between the front seat and the back seat is actually a metaphor for American foreign policy.
At that point, I had let go of any sort of...
Most people think the key to losing weight only has to deal with two factors, diet and exercise. But
I had another concept of that. A misconception I had before I moved down here. I thought all gay guys was flamboyant. So I thought all gay dudes was flamboyant, man, and come find out they not. They come all different types. Some of them act just like me, talk just like me. You will never know it. I didn't know. I went on a gay date and I didn't know it. Like, wait, hold on, let me tell you what happened first. I'm not gay, I'm just gonna let you know what happened. Cause I didn't know he act like me, talk just like me. I play a lot of basketball. I was gonna go to the NBA. I'm like, no, I'm letting LeBron have it. I'm gonna do these jokes at the Laugh Factory. That's why I'm doing comedy. I can hoop. So long story, I'm hooping one day. I don't know if you go to open runs for, you know, men and women, open gym. You pick your 5, somebody else pick their 5. The winner stay on. So I'm at the gym in Hollywood. I'm at the gym. This dude 6'5" walk in. I'm like, oh, he on my squad, off back. You know what I mean? He gets on the court, we don't lose a game. This boy is special. You ever see somebody playing regular basketball? You're like, you don't belong here. Like, why you not somewhere making millions? You are too gifted to be with us. Like, he was that good. I'm throwing him oops, he's jumping out. This boy is cold. Dang, this boy is nice. And I'm a basketball fan. Understand, that's what I wanted to do. But I go on here, let them have that. I'm here. So when I see him, I'm intrigued. I'm like, man, I need to let him play with me in the leagues, in the little, adult leagues. So after the run is over, I'm like, hey, bro, you nice, man. I'm like, you played professionally? He's like, yeah, I did. Played overseas. I don't play no more. He's like, hey, what you doing later? Nothing, I ain't doing nothing. He's like, hey, I got Laker tickets. Put your number in his phone. You can roll. You want to roll? Yeah, I want to go. Yeah. What kind of? I'm going, bro. You Laker tickets right now. You like, where you want me to be? So he give me the phone. I put my number in his phone. It's a Samsung. I don't know how it works. He's like, cool, I'm gonna come pick you up. I'm like, and you gonna pick me up? Do you know how much gas costs? I will be ready. I will be there. He gets to the house, he texts me like, hey bro, I'm downstairs. I'm like, man, I'm still getting dressed. I'll be down in a minute. He got there early. He come get me, man. I come downstairs and he got the new Tahoe truck. I don't know if y'all seen the new Tahoe truck, but it's a nice truck. And when I came downstairs, the passenger door was open. But he was in a car seat. But I'm like, man, the technology getting out of vans. They got a button that can open the passenger door.
Take the next right onto Maxfield Avenue.
I don't know if you've been in the new Tahoe trucks, but when I got in the chairs are really big. So if you're not really a heavy set person, like it really consumes you. Like you're like, oh, it kind of hugs you. I was in the chair like, oh, this is nice. She like, you like that? I'm like, yes, this is really nice. You got a nice car. This is a great purchase. It is. Lonnie, I'm gonna finish it. Please forgive me. So we get to the game. I'm thinking we'll have some decent seats. When we get to the game, we got floor seats. I don't know about you. I ain't never said. I ain't know how to act. I'm like, these are seats. He like, yeah, I'm like, you sure ain't nobody gonna come get us? Ain't nobody gonna move us? You sure? Are you sure? He's like, bro, we good. I'm like, oh. And in my mind, dudes don't acknowledge this. I'm like, this is my new best friend. Ain't nobody ever treated me like this. More seats. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be the best man at this dude's wedding. If he got a best man, I'll be the ring bearer. I don't care. I'll be a grown man walking down the aisle with a pillow. Love ain't happening, man. So we at the game, and I don't know if you ever sat. You know, I used to sit with a peasant sit. I never sat at the floor. So when you sit at the floor, you get a menu. I wasn't used to the menu. You gotta have money to sit. Now you gotta save up a few months' mortgages to buy some nachos down there. So I was looking a little conflicted because I wasn't prepared. He's like, hey bro, whatever you want, it's on me. I was like, for real? Man, thank you, man. So we ordering food. He got cotton candy. You ain't he's like, hey bro, you want some cotton candy? Well, man, give me some cotton candy. He takes a picture like, hey, Snapchat, like, hey, cotton candy, hey, hanging out with my boy, you know what I'm saying? Long story short, man, we get game is over, we chilling, everything cool, ain't nothing crazy. He take me to the crib. We talking, so out the car, he get out the car. I'm not like, well, okay, you know, we still talking. Maybe he don't want the conversation to end. I don't know. It's not really normal for dudes to get out the car with you, you know. But yeah, it wasn't that crazy. He act like me, talk just like me. You know what I mean? So I'm like, hey, bro, you coming to Who Friday? Because it was Wednesday. Remember, I just met him that day. He's like, yeah, for sure. I'm like, cool, bro. I'm gonna holler at you then. So I come in for the normal hug, like dudes come in like this, like, all right, boy. And when I come in like this, he opens up both his arms.
In 600 meters, turn right onto South Odeon Avenue.
His arms open. just met him today. I hugged my brother with two arms. Maybe he thinks we had like a brother kind of connection because it was a good time. I don't want it to be real weird because I just had the time of my life, so I just commit and start making natural noises to make me feel more like a man. I'm like, all right, boy, you crazy. For sure. When I'm in the hug, his face touches mine, so I move over. I'm like, maybe you didn't know. And he come again, I feel his face, I'm like, hey, bro, your face is gay, bro, your face touches mine. He's like, I am gay. Like you elated? Like you happy? And he's like, no, I'm gay, that's why we went on this date. Like, we ain't on no date, what are you talking about, bro? No date. Bro, that ain't funny, ain't nobody else around to laugh. Why you playing, bro? He's like, I'm gay. I'm like, bro, stop playing. No, you not, bro. You act like me, you talk just like me. He's like, what's that supposed to mean? That you not gay, what do you mean? You didn't say bananas and blue, so you didn't say that. He's like, I asked you, I'm like, you did not ask, okay, yeah, you did ask me out, but I didn't know it was on no date. And I start thinking about everything. I'm like, I put my number in his phone. He picked me up. He bought me food. I was thinking about the pictures and everything. I'm like, this dude took me on a date. And I was the girl. And I liked it. Oh my God. I was like, bro, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. He's like, we can't do this again. I'm like, no. He's like, man, it's just that I had season tickets. I'm like, I'm not gay, but you want to go out for some bananas and prune juice, we can talk about it. Hey, y'all very good.
Carefree Breeze keeps you dry and irritation-free. For protection your skin will love.
Tell me the duck story.
Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum. A duck walked up to a lemonade stand and he said to the man running the stand, hey, bum, 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 got any grapes? The man said, no, we just sell lemonade, but it's cold and it's fresh and it's all homemade. Can I get you a glass? The duck said, I'll pass. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, till the very next day, bum, 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 bum. When the duck walked up to the lemonade stand, and he said to the man running the stand, hey, bum, 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 got any grapes? The man said, no, like I said yesterday, we just sell lemonade, okay? Why not give it a try? The duck said, goodbye. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle.
Let's get to the news. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers defeated the Kansas City Chiefs last night to win Super Bowl 55, and good for them. But can I just say one thing about Tom Brady? Oh, come on! Why didn't even say it yet? That's right, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Kansas City Chiefs in last night's Super Bowl. And look, I know it's hard to win back-to-back Super Bowls, but honestly, J-Lo should have gotten the chance to try. A hologram of legendary coach Vince Lombardi, portrayed by an actor, delivered a speech before last night's Super Bowl. Best coach I ever played for, said Tom Brady. Yeah, you got 7 rings, but you're going to have to weather some zingers from the 12:30 guy. Hope it was worth it. Coming from a guy who fully was terrified that the flag was going to hit me in the eye. This is how I was internally telling that first joke. The Super Bowl, nice throw, Jimmy. Came through for me, bud. Super Bowl last night had about 25,000 fans in attendance, with 30,000 seats filled with cardboard cutouts. Also filled with cardboard cutouts, the Chiefs defense. In a new interview, President Biden said that former President Trump does not need to receive intelligence briefings now that he's in office, saying, quote, what impact does he have at all other than the fact that he might slip and say something, before adding, and I got enough on my plate with those Martians that look like humans. Oh, crap. 50, guys. President Biden on Friday took his first flight aboard Air Force One as president, but it's just a prototype at the moment. On President Biden's first flight aboard Air Force One as president, passengers are reportedly served cans of flavored water with paper straws as opposed to the last administration where the passengers were mostly served subpoenas. Aides to former President Trump claim that Trump feels happier since he left the White House, partly because he's no longer on social media. Wow, so in the end, he didn't need to be impeached, just grounded. In a new interview, adult film star Stormy Daniels said that her 2006 sexual encounter with former President Trump was, quote, the worst 90 seconds of my life. Oh, wow. I didn't realize they did it twice. Bays. You might be in Mar-a-Lago, but you're not safe from Bays. Producers have announced a new action heist movie which will star rapper Lil Yachty and is based on the card game Uno, which is also how many tickets the movie will sell. Uno ticket, please. Finally, in honor of Valentine's Day, the home improvement store Lowe's will offer a special...
Take the next right onto South Odeon Avenue, then turn right onto Constant Spring Road.
If you want sex to be a do-it-yourself project, former President Trump's second impeachment to get not guilty, yelled Lindsey Graham. Come on, dude, at least let me finish the setup.
Turn right onto Constant Spring Road.
In the first day of former President Trump's impeachment trial, the Senate debated if it is constitutional to try a former president, a debate that was very closely watched by Jimmy Carter as he fumbled with the stapler he accidentally brought home in 1981. Yo, my little sleeper. I had it a couple weeks
ago. In 200 meters, your destination will be on the right.
Kamala Harris met today with Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen and business leaders to discuss the coronavirus stimulus bill. Okay, what could possibly be left to discuss? Just send the checks. By the time these go out, they're going to have to be recut because they say 2021. Ma'am, it's 2024. During a virtual tour of a vaccination center in Arizona yesterday, President Biden complimented one of the nurses for her youthful appearance. In his defense, she was 68. New York City will resume indoor dining on Friday, after which there may very well be an increase in intravenous dining. That's right, indoor dining is the perfect way to tell someone, I love you, but I'm indifferent to your grandparents. Sotheby's Auction House this week is offering a pair of rare Nike Hyper Dunks, custom designed for former President Barack Obama for $25,000, or for only $15, you can get his jeans at TJ Maxx. That's right, Sotheby's Auction House has listed a pair of rare Nike sneakers designed for former President Obama.
Your destination is on the right.
Meant for a U.S. president. That's just like a normal thing. It was crazy then. The Australian Open began yesterday under almost pre-pandemic conditions. To be fair, when it comes to throwing a party, Aussies have a hard time saying no. Like literally. I think it's 5 syllables. Finally, authorities in Germany confiscated more than $60 million worth of Bitcoin from a man who was convicted of fraud, but he will not give them the password to unlock the funds. Officials warned if the man doesn't give in soon, they'll have to force him to identify which boxes have traffic lights. The second impeachment trial of former President Trump began with 13 minutes of footage from the January 6th assault on the Capitol.